we have to be cautious of, if we want our messages to be received, we have to deliver them in a certain fashion. I understand, speaking how you want to speak, and staying true to who you are. If that's how you speak, staying true to who you are. But at the end of the day, do you want your message to be received? And if you do want it received, you have to be aware of who your audience is, and you have to learn how to talk to your audience to yield the result that you ultimately want to yield. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's her mother checking opinion. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in to listen to what I have to say. Let's get straight to the disclaimer. If you want to listen to a woman speak from a very balanced perspective, I don't pick sides. I don't just agree with a person just because they're a woman, or just because they're a man, or just because they're black. I agree with what's logical and what's right, what's truthful. So if that's something that you would be interested in, then this is the channel for you. So let's get right into this topic, you guys. SixTheGoddis is a bully. That's the title of this video. So for those of you who may not be privy to who SixTheGoddis is, I'm going to give you guys as much as I know about her, because I don't know much either. So what I know is that she is a social media personality. So kind of like the women that you see on Instagram that are like pro-black. They promote like being feminine, taking care of yourself, looking presentable. So she's getting flack because she went onto a podcast, and instead of the podcast going right, it went completely left. So the topic of Black women and obesity came up. And that's when the podcast just completely went left field. So, what I've seen online about SixTheGoddis is she is very outspoken about Black women and obesity. It is her belief that Black women being obese not only makes our men look bad, but it makes ourselves look bad. That obesity is just unacceptable. She states that it's one thing to be obese and know that you need to change, but it's another thing to be obese and to sit and glorify your obesity, which that is something I definitely agree with. So she has an unconventional method, which I believe she feels that it's going to promote Black women to lose weight. Understand the baseline psychology of Black women, especially in America, and understand just the kind of environments that most Black women are in, the things that most Black women are exposed to, and just the conditions in which most Black women, or a great percentage of Black women, live in. Then we kind of understand the psychology of a great percentage of Black women. And my point in saying that is she has an unconventional method of promoting Black women to lose weight by calling them fat, B words. I'll edit that, type that in. I don't want to say that word. But she calls Black women who are obese fat B words. And I guess in her mind, maybe it is working for the women who follow her. But I guess in her mind, that is going to kind of push the pedal and encourage Black women to lose weight. Her belief is Black women being obese makes Black women as a whole look bad. It makes our image look distasteful and unfavorable. It makes men, our men, what she means by our men is the men of our race. It makes them unattracted to us. So yeah, so that's the gist of that. So here is my take on it. I feel like this is a topic that I can really speak on because I am someone who a lot of people would consider body goes, as far as natural body goes. I'm not talking about comparing my body to women who have gotten surgically altered, right? Because that's a whole different world. But as far as natural women, I have one of the body types that a large percentage, I've heard it, I still hear it whenever I go to the gym. I hear it like it's, if you've heard something more than 100 times, it has to have some truth to it. So I've been told that my body type is like a body go to a lot of sisters, I guess. That's mainly who I hear it from. So I feel like I could speak on this because it wasn't always that way. I used to be chubby. I had fluff on me, so my face was poofed out. This was not defined like it was, and it used to be more defined, but I had to gain some weight back to keep it soft looking. But I've been chubby. I've been there, so I can speak on both of these worlds. And one thing I will say to make it clear before I even get into that, F doing this for a man, at the end of the day, F doing this for a man. This has to be a battle. This has to be something between you and yourself. Something that you want to do for yourself because you're tired of being of walking up a flight of stairs and being out of breath, or you're tired of having to go to the doctor to get blood pressure pills, or you're tired of seeing people around you die from ailments that you know was preventable and was largely brought on due to their weight. This has to be inspired by something outside of men, okay? Because men like versatility, right? So this has to be about something within you, okay? You have to want to get healthy and want to work out for you. And that's what it was about me. I was tired of being tired. I was tired of getting out of my car, walking up the stairs to my apartment, and I'm out of breath. I was tired of looking in a mirror and not liking what I see when I take off my clothes. It was nothing about a man. It was all about me. So this has to be something that is about you because you want to live longer to be in your children's lives. You want to be able to go outside with your children and play with your children. You're tired of sitting in the house. You're tired of emotionally eating. Anytime you're feeling depressed or sad, your comfort is food. Like you have to, what I'm saying is this has to be bigger than men. It's okay to want to do it so that you can, uh, I guess, feel more attractive to men, but it cannot be your sole purpose. It cannot be your drive either because you're not going to stick with it if that's the case. When I lost a considerable amount of weight and I got much more petite, um, it did not stop that quality of men that were attracted to me when I was larger, had a bigger butt, and all that. That quality of men, it didn't stop them from being attracted to me. It just gave me more options to choose from. So I feel that that is something that Six is a bit. First of all, I don't believe that she's ever been overweight or obese. I don't believe that she has seen both sides of the spectrum like I have and like many other sisters have. The idea that once you lose weight and you get more fit that you're automatically just going to attract a better quality of man is just false. That's not the case because I attracted a very beautiful man, a high quality man, whom I'm still very good friends with, and who I was in a relationship with for over 4 years. Okay, and I'm still very good friends with him. I attracted him when I was chubby. His preference in women is a chubby woman, and he's a very great man. You can be chubby and attract a great quality man, and you can be fit and have this banging body and attract low tier men. At the end of the day, being a fit, attractive woman, especially a black woman, um, is going to open you up to all type of options. Like I said, right, you're gonna bring in dogs and you're gonna bring in angels. You're gonna bring in players and ballers and men who just feel like money, that they're entitled to your body, that they're entitled to your goodies. You're gonna attract gentlemen, right? But you're gonna attract so many people because we have to understand that men, they like a nice looking woman. Okay, that doesn't matter if you're a size 12 or you're a size 10 or you're a size 8. They like a nice looking woman. They like a woman with childbearing hips. Okay, they like a woman with a smaller waist that's in ratio with their hips. So you don't have to be petite. You don't have to be as small as me. You can be bigger than me, but as long as you have this ratio, you're attractive. You're attracting the same type of man that I am, even though you're in a larger body than I am, because you still have that ratio that men just biologically are attracted to for a multitude of reasons, but we won't get into that. Do I believe that she's a bully? No, I don't believe she's a bully. I believe that her methods for promoting women, black women specifically, for losing weight are a bit harsh and are a bit unconventional, and they're not exactly conducive. So we have to be cautious of, if we want our messages to be received, we have to deliver them in a certain fashion. I understand, speaking how you want to speak, and staying true to who you are. If that's how you speak, staying true to who you are. But at the end of the day, do you want your message to be received? And if you do want it received, you have to be aware of who your audience is, and you have to learn how to talk to your audience to yield the result that you ultimately want to yield. I do want more black women to become healthier, and I do want more black women to become fit, to be able to live and not just exist, right? To be able to go outside, go for long walks, hike, go swimming. What are you going to do when you have to jump, crawl, squat, kick, punch, and maybe climb a fence? Like, what are you going to do? That's the way that I think. I think about our survival. I think about our health and our well-being and our longevity to be here with our children and with our families. We have to learn from the generations that came before us. We've seen too many of our aunts, too many of our mothers, um, die at an early age, or even if they lived long, they didn't really get the best quality of life because they were just impacted by so many ailments that could have been presented had they took better care and better, just overall shown a deeper interest in health for themselves. So let's learn from the generations that came before us by not repeating that same mistake, that same cycle, right? What are you guys' thoughts about this topic? Do you feel like she's a bully? Do you feel like some of the things that she says is a bit brash? Do you feel like they're conducive? Do you feel like black women are going to largely receive her messages and make a change, or do you feel like that's going to promote more women like Lizzo, who says, "Yeah, I'm fat and I can take your man, and so what that I'm fat"? So that's my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.